Good morning again, my listeners. Welcome to my channel. It's another beautiful Jamaican day. I can see a little bit, the sky is a bit overcast, but I can also see the sun peeping through the clouds. It's creating a beautiful atmosphere on Kingston, Jamaica. As usual, I'm in traffic on my way to my job. I'm currently on Marcus Garvey Drive, downtown Kingston. And as usual, my listeners, I'm always in a sense of conscious awareness and interrogating life and trying to find the truest possible meaning to things and the truest possible reason why we as human beings act the way we do. I mean, it's not necessarily my job to do that, but I've been given a gift that I am sharing, I am using, and I am sharing with my fellow Jamaicans, my fellow world population, because the information that I have is not just for us here in Jamaica, but it's for all who can listen to my videos when I post them. The information, it transcends borders, it transcends race, nationality, color and creed, because we are all humans. There's no, in reality, there's no class, color, creed. It's just, in essence, it's just the formless manifesting in forms. So the forms are not important. How we look is not important. What we look like is not important. Where we live, where we are from, whether we live uptown, downtown, whether we live in a mansion or we live in a house that doesn't have doors. We are still human beings. We still have the creative power within all of us. We are magnificent beings here on earth. So the physical is not important, my listeners. Today, my listeners, the whole issue of domestic violence is heavy on my heart. My listeners, it's very heavy on my heart. In Jamaica, the males are killing the females. And you know, when something happens, it's like a phenomenon. If it happens once or twice, but then the frequency with which we hear of these men who are taking the lives of the females that they were either in a relationship with or they are currently in a relationship with. And it doesn't matter to the men if there are children involved. They just kill the women. They take their lives, they take their futures away from them. They take them away from their families. They take them away from their children. And we wonder, I wonder if these men, when they're in this state, if they're able to think, if they're actually conscious, or is it that they have become so deep in thought, deep in emotion, deep in themselves, deep in their egos, that they can't become or even have a rational thought to say that, hey, this is another human being, this is another life that I'm going to take. Is it that they're not able to break this conditioning that they're in? That the only solution that they see is to take their partner's life? The same partner who, at some point, if it's a married couple, you said, I do. You said, I promise to love you for the rest of your life. I promise to care for you. I promise to take care of you. I promise to honor and obey you. These are the vows that married couples take till death do us part. I promise to do everything in my power to ensure your safety, your security, and that you're taken care of, you're cared for. These are the vows that persons take when they are getting married, my listeners. Yet, when the issues come, and they will come because issues are a part part of life. Issues are a part of life. If you are living and you don't have any problem, that means that something is wrong. Because when issues and challenges come, it's a part of your growth. It's a part of your development as a human being. You cannot have life one way. You cannot have life just happening blissfully every day. It is not possible. And nature will tell you that it's not possible, my listeners. Because if you look at nature, you have some days the rain falls, and the rain has to fall because the earth need cleansing, the soil needs water, the plants need water, we need water. So when the rain falls, we have catchment tanks that, water, and National Water Commission here in Jamaica would have catchment reservoirs, and they would catch the water and treat it and send it in the pipeline so that we can have water in our homes. We can have water to drink, water to shower, water to do our laundry. So there has to be days when rain falls, but in our case, it's an inconvenience to us because we want to be able to move about freely. We want to be able to get to work, get to school, and go to our farms, go wherever. But when the rain falls, it's an inconvenience to us. But it's a natural reality that has to happen. And even though we need it, we don't think it should happen on this day because I needed to go somewhere. But when would you want it to happen? The sun has to shine. The sun has to shine because it gives us heat. It gives our bodies vitamin D. It does so much. It is good for the plants. It is good for the animals. It helps in nature. It helps with the growth of plants, and so on and so forth. In other countries where snow falls, there are times when snow falls. There are the seasons of the year. So nature shows us, my listeners, that nothing is constant. There has to be change. There has to be a shaking. There has to be some level of uncomfortableness. Life is not about perfection. Life is about living and navigating and knowing that there will be issues, there will be problems. But my listeners, we have to get to the point where we understand that challenges does not mean failure. Defeat does not mean failure. And it's all about perspective, my listeners, how we look at life, how we understand life. And it all goes back to how we were socialized. It all goes back to how we were socialized and how we were educated. We were educated to be winners. So you run a race and the important person is who come first. In your class, the most important thing is who come first, who is the brightest. So the person who is considered to be the dunce says, oh, you're not coming out to anything, go one side. That's it for you. Your life will consist of just mere getting by. This is how we are being conditioned by the education system, by society, by the different modes or the different groups or the different avenues of socialization. They have socialized us to be competitive, to be winners, but they have not socialized us on how to live as human beings, as conscious, intelligent human beings. And this is one of the things that are destroying us. It is destroying us as a people. It is destroying us as a society. The fact that we are not able to understand our true nature, the reason why we are here, which is to live in harmony and peace with each other. It is also, we are here also to help each other, to enhance each other's journey through this life. That is why we are here, my listeners. We are not here to compete. Who is the best? Who is the worst? Who can come first? Who can come last? You know, one of the things that Just for an example of us here in Jamaica as people, you go to high school with somebody, or you have a classroom, your classmates, and you want to know what is happening in their lives, who is doing better than you, who has a better job than you, who is married. Oh, I heard that one is pregnant, and people might say, oh, their life start going down the ditch. Oh, my life is doing better than theirs. That's just one example. This might not be the case for everyone, but just a simple example of how us as people look at things. You compare yourself with others. It is important to you or to us to know what is happening in somebody else's life. So we draw or we compare and we determine where we are in life based on our friends or family. We don't see life as being something that we coexist together, and we help to build each other. If you're weak and I am strong, I will help you up. We don't see life like that, my listeners, and it hurts my heart. We don't even know how to communicate anymore. You go into a business place and there's nothing named customer service anymore. You very rarely you find somebody who looks at you or even smiles with you when you're talking to them. You get the impression that you're bothering them. My listeners, we have lost it. We have lost our human nature, which is being good to each other, acknowledging each other, seeing the person in front of me and acknowledging them. It doesn't matter what I find these days, and you might not agree with me, my listener, because this might not be a reality, but for some persons they can relate to what I'm saying. People will show you respect based on what you can do for them. So depending on your status in life, depending on the power that they think you have, they will treat you or they will respect you. But it is not genuine, because if you're not in that position anymore, then you're now of no value to them. And it should not be like that. It should not be like that, my listeners. We all should respect each other, not because of our physical features or how we present ourselves physically. Because oftentimes people get fooled because people present themselves in a particular way, that people are fooled because you have this ideology in your mind that this is how success should look. So a man in a three-piece suit who drives a Benz, you would give them a chance in your life as a woman than a man who drives a regular car, who dresses he's in clean clothes, but you look at him as a failure. So you will look at a man in a three-piece suit as a success, and it's not necessarily so. It's not what is on the outside that matters, my listeners. It's what's on the inside, because on the inside is where our intelligence is, it's where life is, it's where our human nature is, not on the outside. We are not physical beings, we are spiritual beings, my listeners. The Bible says the body is the temple of God, and if it's a temple, that's where God exists. But he can't exist in our lives unless we invite him, unless we give him the space to occupy our beings. So I am saying, my listeners, that it pains my heart how the men are treating the women. And it did not happen overnight, my listeners. It never happened overnight. And you want to pause and wonder what is happening. Why is it that a domestic dispute between two persons who once loved each other, once adored each other, once they couldn't wait to see each other, to hold each other in their arms, what has caused them to reach a point where one has to take the other's life? Such a precious thing as life. What has caused that? And that is one of the issues that the powers that be is baffled with. They can't understand the crime, the killing, the senseless killing of persons, the senseless taking of another human being's life. My listeners, a life, we cannot create life, We cannot create life. We may be able to clone bodies, but we can't breathe into that body life, because life is divine. Life is of the universe. Life is from the Creator. The Bible says in Genesis that God formed man from the dust of the earth, breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. Genesis said that, right? So we can clone, we can create, because we are all from the dust, the dirt. But we can't breathe that breath of life. And it's not just a breath of life, it's the divine that is in us. He breathed the divine in us, that cosmic energy that is in us, my listeners. So we are not just walking around, the forms that you see walking around. We are divine beings, we are divine creations, we are magnificent. So we need to respect that magnificence. We need to respect the divinity in all of us and treat each other accordingly. But my listeners, if we don't understand these simple, if we don't understand who we are, the beings that we are, it's not just humans. The human is the form, but there's the being aspect of us. If we do not understand that we are heavenly beings, or we are universal beings, then we won't understand and respect the value of life. We would not want to take another life. We would want to preserve it, my listeners. We would want to protect it. We would want to protect our partners. We would want to protect our children. We would want to protect our friends, our families. We would want to kill them. We would want to protect them, ensure that they are safe, so that they can have or go through their journey, because each of us is here on a journey of becoming our highest, truest spiritual self, our journey of becoming awakening from the sleep that we are in. And when I say sleep, my listeners, I'm not talking about going to your bed and sleep. I'm talking about being programmed. So you get up each day and all you think about is work, home, food, sleep. There's nothing to life than what you see. It's just what you were told, that this is life. There's more to life, my listeners, than just what you were told, what you were taught in school. Not everyone will understand this, but there are persons out there who are asking questions because they don't believe that what they see is everything. And you are correct, my listeners. It is not everything. It is what we were told. It is what we were taught. You have to listen to your instincts, listen to your intuition, listen to your gut feelings and emotions. Sometimes it's telling you that this is not all. This is not what all life is all about. My listeners, listen to it, because it's speaking to you. It's your consciousness speaking to you, and it's there to guide you if you will allow it. Now, why are the men killing off the women? That is a question that is plaguing the society in Jamaica today. Today is February 12th. February 11th. Sorry, I just lost track of the date. Right, today is Tuesday, February 11th, 2020. And we have lost too many, not only women in relationships, but people since the start of the year. I don't have the data with me just now. I'm actually on my way to work, but you can always go online and check how many persons have died since the start of the year 2020. This year is a year of vision, my listeners. They talk about the 2020 vision. When you go to the eye doctor to see, they test your eye to see what level of vision you have, my listeners. So this is the year for that, 2020. So we should be in a better place that we can solve problems in the society, solve issues. And you might wonder what the solution is. There's no one solution, my listeners. The main solution is for us to go back to our true nature. Go back to our true nature, which is being humans again, learning how to treat each other with love, with respect, learning to respect life. That's what we need to go back to. We need to change the curriculum in schools. Start teaching the children how to treat each other. Start teaching them the importance of respecting life, respecting other people's viewpoints, opinions. Start seeing people for who they are, or for who we are, human beings here on earth. Teach children how to solve problems and not just use their emotions to find solutions, my listeners. We have to start there. It's not too late. And we have to teach persons or teach people that there's too much fakeness in life. We are too physical. We focus too much on what we see, our appearances, what we have, the many cars, the many houses, the money in the bank. We need to show people that there's more to life than what you can see. There's more to life than what you have. There's more to life than the education that you have, the degrees, the masters. It doesn't matter those things at the end of your life, my listeners. When you look back, you're gonna realize that these things were never important. The important thing is the quality of life that you lived, how you treated other people, how you treated yourself, how you treated your children, how you treated your partner. Those are the things that matters. So it is my wish, my listeners, that as a society we learn to start living again as human beings, learn to love each other, learn to acknowledge each other, not just see the other person as a number or just another body walking around, but to acknowledge the greatness that is in each of us, the consciousness, the spaciousness, the cosmic intelligence that is in all of us, my listeners. We have to learn to go back to basics, connect to our deepest self, because inside is where everything lies. Not much is outside. So there's no one solution to stop the men from killing the women, but for the society to learn how to love again, how to treat each other good again, and for the government to help the people. Because some of this is results from suffering, because when people can't see a way out of their problems, then they tend to react, they tend to act, and not in all cases that their actions will become are positive. I'm not blaming the government, I'm just saying that some of the issues stem from not only socialization but the socioeconomic status of some persons or people. It is a myriad of issues in the society that causes people to behave the way they do. How we value people, the value system that we place on people. Them people they done so, them not important because them poor. Them people they up so, we put them on a pedestal because they are rich. These are some of the things that affect societies and affects how people act, how people react when they have problems. People are not able to sit down and talk anymore to find solutions to problems. It's the easiest thing now for people to, say for example, find a partner, because you can go online, you can go on Tinder, you can swipe left, you swipe right. You can have 5 dates in a week. You just go online, you meet somebody. So people are not willing to work on their relationships anymore. It's the easiest thing to break up and go. Some persons are not able to deal with the fact that they have invested so much in a relationship, so it's hard for them to let go. But my listeners, we have to learn to be able to communicate with each other. We have to learn to find amicable solutions, and we have to learn that life is a journey. Not because this part of life ends means, or this part of the journey ends mean that life has ended. No. it's just a journey, and not everyone in our lives will go with us through the entire journey. Some persons just came for a particular distance in the journey. Not everyone. So not because you're married to someone means that you're gonna be with that person forever. Maybe that person came in your life to help you get or learn a lesson, or maybe they came in your life for you to help them learn a lesson. It goes both ways. So do not ever feel that somebody is in your life to stay. That is not possible. Look at Christ. Christ came on earth for a time and then he left. We didn't die after he left. He came on earth for a purpose and he left. So that goes to show that we are in each other's life for a purpose or for a reason. So we might not be in each other's life forever. We have to learn that. We have to learn to accept what is and accept our journey and value the people that comes into our life, because we don't know how long they will be there. Some people will die, some people will move on, relationship will end, children will grow old and move on. That's just life, my people. So men, I'm appealing to you, find ways to communicate with your partner. Get help. Talk to somebody if you are not able to communicate by yourself. Bring someone in, somebody that you trust. Reach out to somebody that you trust. Everybody has somebody that they can talk to. But do not allow your mind or your emotions to take control of you, so that you will do something that you will regret, because in all cases, people who take other people's lives regret it, unless they have taken their lives as well. My listeners, it is my wish that Jamaica will wake up and do what we need to do to help each other to grow and develop. And it would not just be about making money, be about economics. I mean, those are important, but the people, the quality of life is also important. Because if you neglect the ability of the people to live with each other and coexist, you're going to have problems, which we are having now. So the life should not just be about making money. So for the governments, and I say governments because I'm not putting the blame at the foot of any particular government, that is not my job, but for all governments, whenever they come into power, to understand that when they are making the plans, when they are developing the policies, it's not just about economic growth and development or security. It's also about people learning to be people being valued. People, doesn't matter your geographical location, you know that you matter to the society. You are a part of the society. You are not just here. Not because you're unemployed, you're not a part of the society. You should feel as if you are part of the society. You should know that you have something inside to contribute to the growth of the society. Right? So it is my wish, my listeners, that we start talking again and start looking at the issues affecting our people and try to enhance the lives of our people. This is Nigeria Brown, your soul teacher. Do have a blessed and wonderful day. I thank you.